Do you warm up before lifting weights? Well, this is the first of our next series, Series 5, which is also called my 5x5 workout routine. So today we are going to go over what we should do for warming up, but before we get into that, let's look at today's scripture, which is Proverbs 24 and 27. Prepare thy work without, and make it fit for thyself in the field, and afterwards build thine house. When I looked at that scripture, I just thought about how it relates to before you're going to build your house, you've got to kind of work out everything in your mind and see what products or what materials you are going to need to build that house. And I feel like that relates to the same thing we'll do in our warm-up routine before we start to lift weights. It's so important to prepare your body and get ready for the workouts and the exercises that you're about to perform. We need to keep in mind that your body needs to be warmed up and you need to get that blood flowing, and you just need to stretch out a little bit and just give yourself little more flexibility and mobility to be able to perform the exercises. So when I think of a warm-up routine, you want to get your blood flowing, you want to get those muscles moving, you want to get pretty much all of your body activated so that it can loosen up. And when that blood gets going and it kind of warms up your muscles, then you're better able to, on your squats, when you're going to bend down and go back up, you're stretching at your knees and your hips and just all of these muscles, they need to be warmed up. So typically the first thing that I would do, again, a lot of times since I'm just walking, I'll try to walk a little faster, get my heart rate up, but I will do my cardio before my workouts, again, because it's just a walk. If I was running or doing any high intensity interval training, the HIIT training, I would definitely do that after my weights, because you don't want to spend a large portion of your energy on cardio and then try to go in and lift heavy weights. Your body's just not going to have the energy for that. But since I'm doing just a slow I'm trying to get my heart rate up, but it's not near my, 70 or 80% max. So I do my walk, or you could do like 5 to 10 minutes on a elliptical machine, on the Stairmaster. You could do it on just even walking around the gym or on a treadmill, just a jump rope, anything that's going to get that heart rate elevated. You can even do some little boxing on the what's that called, punching bag. So you just want to do 5 to 10 minutes, get that blood going and just kind of get everything moving. And then when you start your workout, there's 2 different types of stretching. So we are going to go over the dynamic stretching, which is better for your body to do before your workout, because with the dynamic stretching, you are actually moving your body as well as doing the actual stretching. So I am working on my own new little series routine, if you will. So when I start out, I try to remember the sequence of everything. I try to kind of start from my head and go down to my feet and legs and, but I still have to kind of check and be like, okay, what's next? I need to write it on my hand like, you did, when you're in high school. I won't say cheating on tests because we never did that. Now, did we? So anyway. So the first thing that I'll usually do is kind of work on my neck circles, and that just kind of gets you opened up in your neck. And then I usually do my arm circles. So, and then you'll do a little forward and back, and that just, again, it's going to open up your shoulders. It's going to open up your chest. And then I grab my band and we'll do I don't even remember what these are called. It's almost like, it's like more of a stretch, but you're going to go all the way to the back. And let's look at the video I tried to record my warm-up routine. So let's look at that and kind of get an idea of what the first few look like. Okay, so after we get our head and shoulders and neck and the upper back and chest area, get all that warmed up, then we're going to work on our sides. And I like to do a couple different side stretches, kind of overhand, underhand, and just kind of swing my hands and get them going. And then also I'll kind of get into it's a pose in yoga. I can't remember what it's called, but I just like it because it actually winds up stretching out your legs a little bit and your arms and opens up your back and your hips. So, but I just call them like my side stretches and my side twists. So these are what those look like. So after I get my side stretches done and my sides are opened up and I've twisted and got a little bit of that ab rotation going, we are going to work on our lower half of the body. So the first thing I'll do is my high knees and hugs. And that actually just gets my legs opened up and gets those hips opened up a little bit. And then after I've done those, I'll kind of do little ankle circles and go back and forth on each one. And most of this is 5 to 10 reps on each side. I don't spend a lot of time. The whole thing is usually under 10 minutes. So, but let's look at those. And after those ankle circles, then I'm going to go into my hip openers, which look silly, but they really do help. And I'll be honest, a lot of these I had not done in my previous years, but I'm really starting to try to get a more concrete starting, middle, and then ending of my workout and just get that full encompassing, because I've just had a lot of mobility, flexibility, stretching issues. As I've gotten older, I'm like, I want my body to be more flexible. And I do think that these just help with that full range of motion when you're trying to perform your exercises. And I just think that it warms up that body and it just gives a lot that I don't think I ever had gotten before. And I do think that is helping a ton with my workouts. I'm still not sore. I don't know if it's my food, the different stretches I'm doing, but whatever it's doing, it's been a whole new experience and I love it. So let's look at my hip openers, and then usually after I do those, I'll do the leg swings. So you usually want to do inside and outside. So basically going side to side on each leg, and then you also want to go front to back. So let's take a look and see what those look like. the next thing that we'll do is, and I really think these are silly, but I've heard they're so good for your quads, so I'm going to try them and see what it does. But I think most people call them the butt kicks. So I guess I should call them a tushy kick. So, but those are kind of self-explanatory, but they're funny. So let's look. The next exercise that we'll do is the side lunges, and I usually just try to kind of go side to side and maybe only bounce once or twice on each side, and just kind of I know it opens up like the insides of our thighs and just kind of stretches that a little, so that's also going to be good before we start squatting. And then the last thing that I'll do is the banded walking, like side squats. And again, these are things that I never did. It's supposed to be a lot of glute activation, and that again is just going to help with your squats. So let's take a look at those. Okay, so once we are done with all of these dynamic stretches, you are ready to go and start your workout. Your body is up, it's energized, we've got that blood going, it gives us energy, it gives your muscles oxygen, and it fuels your mind and soul. I just really think that they help to give you that little oomph that you need to get into that workout. So the question for our comment section below is, what does your warm-up routine look like? Let's talk about it in the comments and start that conversation going. I wanted to say thank you so much for coming. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for watching the video all the way to the end. It really does help the channel grow. Please like and show your love if you like this content, and even if you didn't, not so much. It really does help the channel grow, and please share this video with anyone that you think might be interested in joining our community and working out and getting healthier and fit and just being the better versions of ourselves that we all want to be. And if, of course, you have not subscribed, please do so. And then for the next video, we are going to go over how to cool down and stretch after lifting weights. Stay tuned, and until then, we'll see you next time.